Hello. Hi. Hello. Is everything working? Is the model working? Bobbity boo. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I think everything's working. I think. Oh no, wait. Oh no, wait. Yeah, I think it's working. Can you guys hear me? It says it's here. It's working. It says the audio. Oh, wait. Oh, I can just check. Let me just turn on my audio on here. Yeah. It does. It does. Whew. That's a relief. Yo, what's up? What's up? How you doing? Why isn't the? That's weird. Hey, dear God. Hey, what's up? What's up? Yeah, like, why isn't the, yeah, the, unfortunately, it doesn't look like the, it doesn't look like the, on, the chat thing's working. That's weird. Hmm. Oh, oh, wait. No, I put it up, right? Should be working. Hmm. Oh, man. How's it hanging? Yeah. Oh, one of my family's over here. One of my family's watching. Hi. Oh, man, YouTube. It's crazy that it's crazy that YouTube gets more hits than Twitch. But yeah, I don't know why the why the for some reason the Twitch, no, the chat isn't working for this screen, but it was on the waiting screen. That's weird. I see you. You know who you are. It's good to have you. But yeah, dear God, I see you. How you doing? How you doing? So yeah, I'm working on cooking dinner. That's cool. Oh, oh yeah. Okay, I was also talking with So just now I was talking with the artist who's been helping me out with some of the art here, and like yeah, like they just said they want to come on stream too someday. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm a little out of practice. Like, okay, here's the thing. I don't stream as much as I should because mainly just because of the time, and sometimes I'm just exhausted. Yeah, I want to stream more, but it's like sometimes it's just the amount of energy. It's just the energy is sometimes a problem. Okay, let me draw some like perspective lines so I don't have this grid on my face the whole time. But yeah, it's crazy how much more active YouTube is here. I don't know. At this point, at this point, I think I might as well just. Okay, let's see if I can. Oh no! If I do that, okay, I'm gonna see if I can. I'm gonna put the YouTube chat up on screen by taking the YouTube chat from from the waiting screen and put it here because for some reason the custom chat isn't working. Does my model look weird when I look? Because I'm looking up at my. Because when I look here, I'm looking at when my face is forward. I'm looking at my tablet, but when I look up, I'm looking at my other monitor. Funny thing, both of the monitors I use for my PC are monitors I literally got off the street. The monitor I have to my right. Hello, hi. Sorry, Elisa. I'm trying to get the chat on the screen. Okay, you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna go to add source. Gotta add the source. The source. Source. Add existing alert box. Aqua. Oh no, now I'm sad. Hope Aqua's doing okay. YouTube wait chat. There we go. That's just stuff. Yeah, we did it. Yes. Yes. We did. I'm sorry. Love the avatar. Thank you. Oh, wait, no, I showed this to you before. I've been working on this for a long time. I mean, it took me 3 months. It was pain. You know what the hardest part was? The hair and the horns. The horns made me want to rip my eyes out, dip them into, or however, too big. It's too big, way too big. I'm gonna put you over here, and I'm gonna put you over here behind my. Oh, I'm gonna crash OBS, please. Oh, for love of God, I'm gonna put you over here behind my face, where you belong. Where's the lamb forth? Oh, I already read that. Anyway, I'm gonna get to work now. Sorry, I'm gonna first put this layer over here, move this over here so I don't bump my arm into it. Okay, that's the background, so that's the extra shit. I'm gonna, I'll just use this. It'll be easier. I'm going to make this blue. I'm gonna make it nice and blue. I'm gonna make voidical. No. It's gonna stay upright anyway. I'm gonna make the blue across. Oh, darn it. Yeah, before I I've been streaming on Twitch for like a while. Like sometimes I'll go on and off depending on how busy I am, but yeah, for a while like I would mostly stream with Aqua, but like yeah, for those of you OGs, but yeah, Aqua had to take a break from the internet because her job was like kicking her ass, and it's been she let me know before she went MIA, but man, I miss her. But yeah, those YouTube days, you know what I miss the most? I mostly miss playing Jedi Academy. That was the good shit, man. That was the Jedi Academy games were so fun. It's also good because most the algorithm only promoted me when I was doing Gary's mod, so it was always a breath of fresh air. It was always just so much fun to play Jedi Academy, because oh my God, that game was so fun. Oh, the olden days of Star Wars games. Mwah. Mwah. Aqua mentioned, yeah. Okay, so for those of you who have followed me on Twitch, yeah, you probably know I streamed with her a lot, but then she had her job got really, really tough, so just kind of had to take a step away from the internet, which I get. Man, I can barely exist on social media as it is. I just can't. Which sucks, because it is the only way I can interact with some of my friends and some of my family members, but I'm just really, really bad at it. I'm gonna bring the mic a little closer to my face. Oh, and oh gosh, and I got a bot on Twitch. Yeah, look at this dude over here saying I can get some viewers and all that. Get out of here! What are you doing? Hold up. Get out of here! I don't want you here. Get those bots out of here. Where's the chat on here? How do I get rid of? How do I do this? What do I do? Oh, that's right. I have to do this. Okay, I have to do this on OBS, which is very strange. Twitch chat. Aha, I see you! Promoting followers that do not exist! I shall purge you! You have been purged! Jobs scare me deep. Oh, in today's market, yeah. Honestly, I've had some pretty tough jobs, but man, I do miss some of them a lot. The only problem is some of them were a bit stressful. Well, I mean, it depends on the job. Oh, look at this dude over here. We'll go over here. Look at this dude. Look at this dude. It's a bot right here. It's trying to promote. It's trying to give me some fucking fake ass viewers. Look at this dude over here looking like fucking cute ass Hollow Knight. I don't want you here. Get out of here. Get out of here. I'm sick of you. There we go. Gone. Purged. Yeah, I'm sorry. The avatar thing only works on Twitch. I'm gonna see if I can get it working on YouTube. Anyway. Oh, and they're back. Whatever. I can't turn that off. There's bots in the Twitch chat. Rattle them, boys. Yeah. Oh, anyway. for now, I'm gonna take break and, yeah, it's a bit cluttered. I'm gonna have to, I'll make break blue so it'll be easier to see what I'm doing. What I'm doing over here. Ignore that. That's a reference for the artist who's helped me. Just a dude over here. There's not gonna be a naked dude just sitting in the just sitting in the next page. Don't worry. Just the naked dude just sitting over there. What you doing? You can't be here. Get out of here. Anyway, let's see. I'm just gonna fuck around with this. This is mostly just to. So usually I do my backgrounds in Blender, but it's like, recently I've been wanting to kind of step away from it because, well, not step away because Blender is it's perfect. It's exquisite program. Yeah, but there's very specific stuff that I want for some of my backgrounds, so it's like, yeah, there we go. So I'm trying to rely less on it, so I had to relearn a lot of the old, like some of my old, like some of the old stuff I learned from college, and learn some stuff I never learned before, like how to, like, I really, really want very specific grooves to be on, like, for the pillars. How do I do that in 1 point perspective? Honestly, I don't know if I was even doing it right. I was just kind of guesstimating, and it hurt, and it literally, I've been experimenting with this, trying to get this right until I literally got a headache. It got that that point where I just had to literally step away from. I'm gonna use the rough pen actually because I like how that looks. Then again, I'll be using the rough pen for both. I don't know if I want to do that. You know what? I will. But yeah, it's like, if you ever had that moment where you're working on something and then you just go, and then you have to walk away from your desk. That's me. That's how it felt. Yeah, like, oh yeah, there was something else I was gonna mention, but what was it? It was like, oh, yep. Yeah, sometimes my tablet does this. Sometimes it forgets that I'm trying to draw and thinks I'm trying to select things. I'm not trying to select things. What are you doing? There we go. That's your stuff. There we go. Okay. A funny thing. Speaking of jobs, because like, I think, like I mentioned, if you follow my community posts and if you follow me on, like, socials, you'll probably already know this, but I actually did end up getting my dream job right out of college. Well, man, like right out, like a few months. Because even before I had graduated, right? Even before I had finished my senior project, the film with the little one-eyed robot, I wanted, like, there was my brain stopped again. This, oh my god, this little dude over here, what is this dude? Why are you here? You are a bot here to sell me fake views. I don't want you. I just dropped my, oh no. I dropped the little tiny arm, like elbow-sized plush that I used to cushion my elbow. Hold on, gotta get it. There we go. That's your stuff. Crisis averted. Yeah, like I did end up getting a job that I really, really wanted. Like a job that I've been trying to get for months. Like it had been it had been my third time applying for this job, right? And in order to do that, I had to make a video. I had to this was a site or a YouTube channel specifically that makes psychology related videos, right? And for those of you who follow me on Twitch, you already know this, but no, recap for those who follow me on YouTube. Yeah, like, yep, and my brain stopped again. I'm sorry. It's the end of the day. This happens. Why am I trying to be so perfectionist? This is a sketch. What happened was, like, I did eventually get the job, right? I got the job. Thank goodness. and I was very happy about it. I was very, very happy, right? I was all happy, like, right? But here's the thing. Oh, I just realized why the original chat that I had up here, that was gonna go on that side of the screen, why it wasn't working. It's because I completely forgot to copy and paste the widget on this page. I'm a big dummy. Oh, another thing, like, dear God, like, who's in chat, like, he made me like a new background that I've been meaning, like, he designed for me a new background that I've been meaning to implement, but I've yet to render it yet. So I've been focusing on my comic and other stuff for the time being. I also, like, I want to see if I can get emotes done first before I do anything else, because my God, it is crazy how much more activity I got on YouTube. Then again, I still have like 35,000 something subs on YouTube, so I guess that's why. But yeah, the reason I'm doing this on YouTube is, I might as well, right? Like, I have the channel, it's gonna like might as well use it for something. I considered making a whole new channel for it, but why let this channel rot, right? But yeah, for those of you who don't know about my projects, my current projects, like, I'm working on a comic right now that's like, it took me a year to get anywhere near to like being able to actually pursue it realistically, because I did not know what the hell I was doing. I love like old sci-fi anime, right? Like Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind, for example, like Ghost in the Shell, Akira, like all the sci-fi from Dragon Ball. I love more snails. More snails? More snails? More snails? This is like, Undertale doesn't count. Undertale is an anime. I don't know. Like, when you said snails, I thought Undertale. I never played it, but I watched watched Ross on Steam Trade play it way back when. Oh my God, let me tell you, like was I drawing this on the wrong layer? Darn it. Let me tell you, like, those guys, like watching Game Grumps back in the day really saved me mentally, because God, college was kicking my ass. Oh boy, yeah. I was gonna make a story time video back on it, like, back in the day, but man, there was one class I had. I mentioned this on Twitch a lot, but for those of you who don't, like fucking, I had this one reading class, right? That was way above my reading comprehension level. Like, I was reading, like, Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep? I was reading Beowulf. And I was reading them, but the words would go in my eyes and out my ears. Like, I was not processing anything that I was reading. It was genuinely, I mean, hard for one thing, but I also felt like an idiot because I didn't know what I was even reading. I was like, am I just a failure? Well, then again, I came out of college walking dogs, so I mean, courts out on that. I don't know. I mean, I'm doing art now, so yeah. Oops. Wait, but what was? There was something else I was meaning to talk about, but I completely forgot. Oh yeah, I was talking about why I'm making this comic to begin with. I completely forgot. Yeah, like wait, hold up. So on my Twitch chat, on my YouTube chat, it says that the ones with the crowns are my top fans. So that means that means that Teddy Goo and the Dear God are some of my top fans. You guys. Oh yeah, I did, like, So before I streamed on YouTube, I did actually do a stream with the Dear God a month back, couple months back. Oh my God, was it really that long ago? My God. It was, yeah, I'm gonna delete that. I don't like that thing in the background. I don't like it. I'm getting rid of it. I don't like it. It's making me mad. I don't like it. It's making me all upset. I'm very displeased by that groove in the wall. I should probably turn on this perspective thing so I can actually do something more. I'm just gonna draw bullshit. Like at one point when working on this comic, oh that's right. I was talking about why I was making this comic, and then I started talking about books, and then I started talking about how I feel like a failure, and then I started talking about books again. What was I talking about after that? Welcome to my stream of consciousness, everyone. This is what it's like. I can't focus on jack shit for 1 second. I'm like a squirrel. If you gave that squirrel, I don't know anything about drugs. I don't know what would make a squirrel go ape shit. Anyway, why am I worrying about this part? This part's gonna be behind break. Wait, let me check. Wait, like Sonic 77. Let me check real quick. Yeah, yeah, that's right. I know you've been following me for years, but I don't know why it says like. Let me check real quick. Oh no, you're on here. You're like it's, I don't know. Okay, I don't know how the point system works, but it says you have 25 XP. Dear God has like 75. I have no idea. But yeah, like, what was I talking about? Where am I? What was I doing? Anyway. Yeah, like, actually, yeah, what was I talking about? I was talking about books. No, I was talking about my comic. Then I was talking about books. Then I was talking about how I feel dumb. And then I was talking about what? How did I get here? How did that even begin? Where was I going with that? I don't even know. Anyway. Oh my God. Oh yeah, I was talking. I was talking earlier about how I got a job at how I got a job doing how I got a job like for an animation channel that I've been wanting for months, and I completely just got derailed from that. I don't know, man. Maybe I should just smoke. Maybe I should just smoke weed before doing this shit. I don't know where to get it though. It's legal where I am. I just don't know where to get it. Anyway, is that allowed to talk about on YouTube? I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, like the reason I ended up kind of not keeping the animation job. I mean, as much as I was so happy to have it, I was so happy to have that job. I felt I was just over I don't know if there's a right word for it, but I was so happy, dude. I was stupid happy. But oh wait, no, I think I mentioned it in the last stream, but unfortunately they only paid like $92 per month or per 2 weeks, which would be like $180 per month. Yeah, try buying groceries with that. So yeah, I had to again, I think I mentioned this last time when me and Chanel were playing the game about the skins freak guy. Yeah, we're gonna continue playing that when she's available again. But yeah, yeah, I was like, so am I gonna be able to get paid more? Because I have some student loans I gotta pay. And then they were like, oh yeah, well, if you do better, we'll pay you $125 per 2 weeks of work. Yeah, I had to quit. It really bummed me out because I did love that job. I had so much I had so much fun with that job. It's just, but darn it, I'm trying to. Oh my goodness. Oh, I can zoom in on the stream thing. Okay, that's cool. Sorry, I'm a little. Okay, what can I say? Welcome to my stream. Anyway. So the fact that the only chatter I got on Twitch was a bot, and yet why didn't I start streaming on YouTube sooner, dude? What was I talking about? Oh my god. Yeah. If I still have to fix this in the model. Sometimes if I look up, my eyebrows will go over my eyes. Yeah. That's on me. Anyway, I'm not gonna go overboard because one problem with my comic is that I seldom have time to work on it, so it's like, and that's partly because I want to make it really detailed. And that's the thing, some of my favorite, some of my favorite brain fart again, favorite manga and anime and such, or things like Crusher Joe, Cyber City 80808, and there were others, but yeah, and the Transformers the movie, that was a good one. And not anime, but it was animated overseas, and it looked very detailed too. So I think that I like to think that counts. But yeah, man, that was just the way, and plus the very sketchy, very kind of the way that things were drawn back then was just exquisite. It was fucking. I just realized that the ruler wasn't on. Whatever. I loved that shit. I love that shit so much. Should I use a different pen? Because this is the pen that I use for cleanup anyway. And another thing I really like cute animal characters. Recently, for the first time, or not recently, but relatively recently, I watched for the first time The Secret of Nim. And the main reason was I love mouse protagonists. And of course, as you can tell from the thumbnail, or if you follow my my projects, main character of this comic is a mouse that likes to build stuff, or that works with machines. Oh, yeah, I get what you're saying, Sonic 77. It's like Twitch. I mean, it's easy to use. I mean, it can be more casual, but it's like. Then again, I don't really I haven't really been watching people on Twitch. I'm not really familiar with how the platform works. It's just, but where was I going with this? Man, I cannot stay focused for the life of me. Oh, also I have to, but yeah, I get it. I get it though. Let me. Okay, I'm gonna calibrate my tablet real quick. Funny thing, I do have a well, I really can't stay focused, but yeah, I mainly work standing up, so I just kind of take my smaller tablet and I put it on a counter, then I work on there, and then because it just feels better to stand up while working. That way I can burn more calories, and it feels good. What was I talking about before this? I can't remember. I can't. I can't stay focused, bro. But yeah, fucking. But yeah, I get it. Well, I don't get it because I'm not super familiar with Twitch, but I think but for one thing, there definitely seems to be a lot more discovery on YouTube though. Yeah, I'm a very I've always been very small on Twitch, so it's like I don't know as much about it as I feel like I could. Yeah, let me bring up like real quick though. Let me go to running on fumes. Let me bring up some of the older pages. In fact, I'm bring up one of the foist pages. Hopefully this doesn't crash my computer, because my these files are pretty fucking big. I've got to cough real quick. I really hope you guys didn't hear that. That was nasty. But so here's the thing. For a while I've been struggling with trying to trying to really make my comic look the way it does, and part of how I've been able to actually get that, get to the point where I'm happy with how my work looks is like, well, mostly just practice, right? Just busting my ass until I actually get to the point where my art looks the way I want it to. Like, this is, and part of that was also the pen, because I work on pretty big canvases, because I do want to maybe make a physical copy of this one day if I'm successful, I hope. But the problem is, the bigger the canvas, the smaller, like the text, the more the texture disappears. And at first I didn't even bother with that. I made the drawings really smooth, as you can see. And I don't know, it's just, I know, like, maybe it looks better, I'm not sure, but I think it didn't really fit the style I particularly wanted, right? But then, as I updated my Clip Studio Paint, something strange happened. You see, something a little weird happened. Something pretty cool, I think, happened, right? And what that was specific, and I will demonstrate this by let's see. Let me load up one of the panels. I'm gonna load up a single panel this time and not an entire page, because I don't want to blow up my Mac, my computer. I'll use this. I'll use this one where like, I'll use this panel where Sparks is looking at some tech that she found, like she's a kid at a candy shop. There it is. But then a godsend happened, and a new pen showed up in my tools. Specifically, a pen called the Rough Pen. Look how grody those lines are. Look how messy they are. I like that. I like that it looks messy. Look at that. Look at those lines. Look at that rough ass looking pen. I like it. I like it a lot. Aqua told me not to yell. Now it hurts. But yeah, I like this. I like this. I do not like this as much. I do not like how clean it looks. I was also still trying to figure my shit out when I was making these pages, so there's also that. Drawing these helmets was a mistake. It was really hard. This. I like this. I like this. I don't like this as much. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I was working, then I got distracted because I wasn't working. Right now I'm just drawing random bullshit. Gotta put random grooves in the walls, because that's important to science fiction. It makes things look real science-like. Makes things look real cool and science-like. All you gotta do is put a groove in the wall, and then for no reason, then you got science. Looks like panels. It makes you feel I look. Oh, thank you. I don't know. Maybe I'm just overly critical of my own work. It's also just like it's also just like it's also just like time. Like, I want, like, again, I love how detailed like things like Battle Angel Alita and fucking Crusher Joe and other like things from back in the back in the day look, right? Excuse me. but to make things look detailed, and it's like some of this stuff is, some of the background is like sometimes I use Blender for, like, for example, like all this, like all this in the background, that was kit bashing I did in Blender. Like all this is kit bashing. I mean, of course, it's like I would then draw over it later. It was like, so, I added my own touch. It was just, but, like, what's I talking about? God, I can't stay focused. But yeah, like all this is kit bashing. And, for Greeble, it makes sense, right? But, but for backgrounds like this, all by hand. Like, and well, to be fair, I drew this after I accidentally deleted this whole panel. This was, for those of you who follow my community tab, this was the panel that I accidentally deleted and made me lose my soul. Whew. But yeah, that's why I'm trying to get a little more comfortable without using Blender. But the problem is getting the geometry is a lot of work. But again, I really want to pull people in with my backgrounds. But again, the problem is time. If I think I was able to get an entire page finished in at least a week. Of course, but with I think I had some help though. I can't remember. But again, that is like a full, week that I had that it took me to do it. And I'm doing this for the love of the game. I do have a Patreon, but no one sees but I gave up my my following years ago when I quit Gary's Mod. I gave up Gary's Mod and my whole audience went with it. So I'm not complaining. I'm pretty happy with where I landed in terms of, what I do as a profession, because drawing makes me really happy. Drawing makes me crazy happy. Being able to draw has made me so much less depressed. I feel like if I hadn't learned to draw, I would just straight up be depressed. I would just be like, what's the point of getting up in the morning? But yeah, I am so, the only other problem I face is getting people to, or not getting, but finding a way to get my work out there, if that makes sense. Yeah, but I don't know how to market myself. That's another problem. I don't know how to exist on social media. Apparently, it's I have to go to Discord servers and I kind of have to go around to Discord servers or something like that, and it's but I don't know where to start. It's what do I do? Should I just merge these two layers? Nah. I'm gonna grab this. Oh my goodness, that was wrong. No, I'm glad I decided to stream today. It actually is. Sometimes I'm hesitant to stream because it's really hard to shift gears. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, yeah. It does just give you an opportunity to yap. So there's that. I'll probably do a video game next time, just because. Yeah, I think the other thing that kind of makes it hard to stream sometimes is just kind of the, how do I put it? It's just, well, shifting gears for one thing, but it's also getting things set up, and it's all this time getting things set up, I could be getting work done. What am I doing? I'm a failure. That kind of thing. Yeah, I think I can just merge these layers. I'm gonna take this, grab this. Put them in a separate layer up here. There we go. Then I'll focus on this stuff down here. There we go. And I'm gonna add random damage. But yeah, I think that another thing that makes it easier to just kind of draw straight ahead, especially with some practice trying to get dynamic, trying to get geometry of backgrounds working. I'll use this brush and I'll lower the stabilization so I can get a little more rough here. What was I talking about? I literally just forgot. something trying to stream, something comic, something I nuked my audience. What was it even what even was my thought process? I can just merge these layers together. Ow, my elbow. Oh yeah, those videos, they're not public per se, but you can still find them. If you go in my like playlist, you can find all my old videos. But it's just, I didn't want them to be what represented me anymore, if that makes sense, you know? It's just like, I wanted people to, because here's the thing. I know that y'all like my old videos, but let's be honest, I was not the best YouTuber. Far from it. Vanoss, like, you know, take Vanoss for example. They were funny. What makes them so much better was that they were having more fun. I took myself way too seriously, and I was trying to make my videos bigger and better instead of, and not that we didn't have fun, but I never really took a second to really stop and think and think. It was mostly just, I was in a mindset where I was in a mindset where I was like, my brain stopped. Yeah, I was in a mindset where I'm like, I have to work all the time. If I'm not, I'm lazy. Like it's kind of like, because you know, sometimes if I would like, because here's the thing, like sometimes people in my family would not always notice when I was not working, like when I was working, but they would notice when I was not working. So it was like, so I never felt like I was working hard enough, if that makes sense. So I became a workaholic, like afraid if I'm seen not working, people will think I'm lazy, that kind of thing. Where's I going with this? Oh yeah, like, here's the funny thing. A part of why I switched gears, and here's the thing. I consider myself a failure for such a long time. I did not think myself as someone like, because at that point, making Gary's Mod videos was literally my only success in life at all. also this art talk is like fucking rocket science for the uncreative. Don't say that. Like look at me. When I started doing art, I did not have a single like shred of artistic talent. And now look what I'm doing. Look what I'm doing. I mean, I'm not to toot my own horn. I'm not saying that, and it's frozen. I gotta get a new computer, bro. This, like, Macs do not live long. Like, why did I get a Mac? I should have gotten a PC, dude. I mean, I do have a PC that I can work on. The problem is it's not portable. I don't know. I probably should just switch over to my PC, but then if I have to go somewhere, then I won't be able to work. I'll figure things out later. But yeah, like, and mind you, this was when I was still trying to figure out my art, right? Like, again, most of this is Blender because I didn't know, because I was still trying to figure out how to draw sci-fi shit. And like, the helmets were a nightmare, mind you. You'll notice that there are some inconsistencies in how the helmets are drawn. But yeah, even back then, when I started this comic, I was still trying to figure things out, but you get better. Did you always have horns? Did they come with puberty? They came with puberty, but I can always get rid of them. You know, just hide them away. Just tuck them deep inside my skull, you know? There we go. But yeah, like, and yeah, I'm still not very far because I'm gonna be honest, I don't have a lot of time to work on this comic. I can't really justify it, unfortunately. I want to, but you know. Yeah, what happened was, like, I got it. I ended up getting an opportunity that like here again, here's the thing, right? For the longest time, I thought of myself as a failure because, like coming out of college, I didn't have a plan. I ended up walking dogs. I was still doing YouTube, and I was clinging onto it because it was the only shred of success I felt like I had. But let's be honest, people are outgrowing my videos. My videos weren't really that great to begin with. you know, not to like not to what's the word I'm looking for? And not to shame anyone who liked my content, but my stuff wasn't great. My stuff was very forced, right? And then something happened. I was like long story short, I think I can say at this point, I had sent the script to Planet Dolan. For those of you who know what that is, it was an old YouTube channel where they made a bunch of animations, countdown lists, and they reenacted Reddit stories and shit. I'm gonna see if I can find a file real quick, but I sent the script there and I just did it for the love of the game. I didn't think I would actually I'd actually made the cut, but I think it was on my birthday where after sending them a script about specifically about my experience with my dad and how it made me realize that I had to change. I had to work on myself to not become like that. And on my birthday, no less. Was it on my birthday? Was it a month before my birthday? I can't remember. I'd have to check my email. I got an email that made my. Oh yeah. Yeah, you remember them. Yeah, I got an email that made my jaw drop to the floor. I had been accepted. I was gonna be able to help them make not help them make content, but I was gonna be probably a character, like a voice actor kind of thing. And at that moment, I realized I had to self-reflect, and it was I didn't feel particularly enthusiastic about people seeing my content because compared to Planet Dolan, compared to the animations they make, my stuff was, I don't want to say embarrassing. Again, I don't want to shame anyone who liked my content, but right? It's just my stuff wasn't great, right? Okay, I'm really trying to find that file. I put it in a completely different folder, I think. Hold up. But yeah, I was accepted into Planet Dolan, and that's how I ended up getting Dolan in to voice act in a couple of my videos back then. But yeah, it was a huge game changer for me. But yeah, I felt like I had to take a look at myself and be like, what kind of, if people are gonna come to my channel, if people are gonna see the stuff I make, what do I want them to see? And I realized at that moment that I really didn't want to keep doing what I was doing, and I didn't want Gary's Mod to represent me as a person or as a creator or anything like that. So, excuse me. I have not been drinking water. One moment. Okay, one more drink of water. And I know I was very mean-spirited about quitting Gary's Mod. I was kind of an asshole. I was just feeling frustrated with myself, and I took that out in a very unhealthy way, right? Yeah, but here's the thing. It was I realized I had an opportunity to be more than to do something that I never thought I would be able to do. Because again, I thought of myself as a failure. I mean, I don't know. I still might be a failure. I don't know. No one reads my comic. Aside from a handful of people. But at the time, it was I have an opportunity to not fuck this up. So what should I do? And so, yeah, that's why I started trying to go to art. That's why I ended up going to back to college and putting myself in crippling debt to learn art. It was a moment where I realized I don't have to just feel like I can try to reach for the stars once in a while. I can try to punch above my weight class. You know what I'm saying? And oops, Darn it, I'm having trouble with. There we go. And you know, they designed a character for me. It was this. Oops, darn it. I don't remember who the artist was. They're not credited on here, but this was the character they designed for me. I think it's okay for me to share this. Yeah, look, it's amazing. That was gonna be an actual. They made me an actual taco. Look at my fucking lettuce hair. It's amazing. But yeah, like, man, like back then, all I could think of. I mean, I was super excited for one thing, but man, back then, all I could think was, and this was extra inspiring for me, right? To see all this, like, man, I want to draw like this, just like you. Thank you. Oh my god, I just realized. Look, the little tear ducts. It's just sauce. It's sauce. And they gave me little freckles. But yeah, again, nothing came of it because lettuce mohawk. Yeah, it is a shame, but nothing came of it because, you know, Dolan was working on his animated pilot. Then COVID happened. It meant COVID really fucked over poor Dolan. I feel really bad for the guy, like, cause he was a really nice dude, right? I mean, he's doing okay now. He's like working a glitch. But yeah, well, like the little I did talk with Dolan, pretty fucking cool. Like, hey, here's this YouTuber I've been watching for years. Holy shit. I got to talk to him, and well, you know, it got scrapped because, again, like a bunch of things regarding Planet Dolan, like, kind of fell through, especially for things that would happen later on. But man, and I'm okay with it though, because the big part about, you know, getting accepted into Planet Dolan was me realizing, hey, I think I can do better. I can actually. Oh, sometimes my pen just doesn't work. I think it's the driver I use for this. But yeah, like sometimes was like, yeah, it was a moment for me, just because, like, yeah, I'm really sorry. I can't usually talk and draw at the same time, which is really ironic considering I'm doing this. Yeah, I'm just drawing random bullshit to put in the background. I wanna make it look sci-fi and cool and fucking derelict. Again, yeah. It fell through, and I can't say I'm bummed, mainly because, I mean, for one thing, I mean it would have been cool, but I guess, but being famous wasn't really the point. I mean, and while having my own planet, like a video on Planet Dolan, would have been really cool. Oh yeah, that's the bunny. It's the bunny. Her name Break. She's like. So here's the thing. Break is based on Bunny Rabbit from Sonic Sat AM and Ashley Nichols. I'm not kidding. But like those are the two characters that Break is based on. I don't have a picture of Ashley Nichols on hand right now, but no, I think I do actually. Hold up. Or her bunny character anyway. I'm just gonna see. Okay, I'm gonna try to see if I can find a. No, I'm derailing myself. But yeah, like, so yeah, her character design is based on Ashley Nichols, the voice actress for Zooble from the Amazing Digital Circus, and she was also a cleanup animator on Has Been Hotel, and the cyborg bunny from Sonic. Except like she just has robot legs and a metal skeleton. But yeah, anyway, so I got derailed a bit. Yeah, the point. But yeah, like what made it like mean a lot to me, like specifically like, oh, darn it, like the opportunity was just realizing I could do more, you know. It's a shame again that I never got that my script never got turned into a video, but it's like, whatever. It was good therapy to write the script, but also Oh yeah, Sad AM was fantastic. I don't think I ever finished it, but man, it was like it had some great atmosphere. Was I think that might be my favorite. Like, I'm not a big Sonic guy, but I think that is also just my favorite version of Dr. Ivo Robotnik. He just looked really badass. And then, like, current, like, like a lot of media, he's just portrayed as really goofy. But man, back then he was more like Megatron. And I want to talk about Transformers 1. And oh no, 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 no! No, don't freeze! Oh, is this saving? Okay. I have like 24 gigabytes left on my on my computer. Whew, boy, yeah. Definitely have to start going shopping for like maybe a PC. But then again, there is another like I've been saving up to commission a friend to help to like make me another VTuber model. So I don't know. I think my Mac has some more life left in it, so I'll keep it for what it's worth. Anyway, where was I going with this? What was the other thing I was talking about? Yeah, again, it's like I'm mostly just bummed that Planet Dolan ended because man, like it was just a lot of fun to watch. Like some like I know it was very it could I know that like it got a lot of flack sometimes because I remember like there was a point where like I think their quality dropped a bit and like a lot of the stories I got were seemed very fake, but it was also it was still like a lot of fun to watch. My whole like it just it was a big it changed my whole life. It like again it wasn't even about the opportunity, although the opportunity was good. It was about realizing, oh, I guess I don't have to. I guess I'm not a complete failure, and I can try to do other things. It's okay to take risks. Oh yeah, thank you for dropping in. I mean, like it means a lot that all of you have like stopped by to say hi. But yeah, like definitely like I will continue to stream on YouTube and Twitch. Well, doesn't look like I don't even know if I'm being watched on Twitch. Hold on, let me check. Oh yeah, so I got some people watching me on Twitch. It looks like not nearly as much as YouTube though. Yeah, the engagement on YouTube is crazy. Oh, and I will implement memberships and emotes later. But yeah, thank you for dropping in, Sonic77. Always good to see you. Should I bring the horns back? I'll bring the horns back. Just because it's been a while. I might stop in like 30 minutes but I got plenty of energy. Speaking of energy, I don't know. Maybe I should do something different here. This looks like it's cracked. Maybe I should do something more like something more that looks more derelict. Like maybe it was rotted away. Yeah, I like that better. But one of the hardest lessons I've learned as an artist is like sometimes you do not get attached to your work. Sometimes the best thing to do is just to scrap something, like to make something better. You gotta scrap it. Firmly scrap it in your hand. Firmly scrap it. firmly, firmly grasp it. What was I talking about? I don't know. Yeah, I think like another thing I think is just it is a shame. It is a damn shame that like I never got to see that. Like, I mean, I mean, from what I know, like most of the Planet Dolan crew would end up kind of just doing their own thing anyway, because it was never about the money. It was always about like from what I understand, like it was always just doing it for the love of the game. Just a bunch of lads doing fun videos. And I will always, always, always be thankful to Dolan for like kind of make for giving me that opportunity and making me realize that and making me realize that I could do that. You know, there's more that I could do with my life. Good times. Hmm. I'm just gonna put some more random bullshit on the wall. Then I'm gonna some more grooves maybe. I think another thing I should probably do is like maybe like make some of the stuff look rusted. That'll look cool. Hmm. I want things to show its age. Sometimes though, I think I really shot myself in the foot. Like when like, I mean, granted, this is what I want, but I really shot myself in the foot when it came to like doing all this, because like I wanted to look good, like the stuff I loved as a kid, but it's also like, again, this shit takes a while to draw. There's just no getting around that. Come on, I'm walking here. There we go. Like, one thing for sure is like this stuff, like all like these little grooves on this top. This took me forever to do until I realized there was an easier way to do it. But might have also just been because I was doing it in 1 point perspective, which is a complete fucking nightmare. Where's the window I was using to monitor YouTube? There it is. I'm gonna have it zoomed up on chat so I can just look at it there. What I'm doing is like making posts, but you know, that's not always enough for the algorithm. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to do like a little bit of math here. There'll be some good practice, I feel like. Sorry. Oh my god, I just realized. I have a Fig Newton right here that I've been like, because I usually need energy in order to stream, and I just realized I have not been doing that. Oh. Yum! Oh my god! I love Fig Newtons. Yeah. I'm sorry for not being normal about food. Oh my god. Speaking of not being normal, like, so when I hold up, let me bring up the clip file. So when I made this panel, right? When I teased this panel on my socials, give it a second, loading the entire panel. And that was my computer letting me know that my CPU is reaching high pressure. Gotta give it a second because this is a big file. There we go. When I drew this panel right here, with, you know, Spark with Break carrying Sparks across this crazy fucking bridge, and it's frozen. I gotta give it a second. Yeah, when I drew this, one of my friends, one of my D&D buddies, was like, I am totally going to be normal about these characters and not ship them. That's a lie. They really like these two characters together. They're not going to be romantically involved, but you know, I'm okay. Like, yeah, more proud if you want to ship my comic characters, more proud to you. But yeah, oh yeah, the original reason that I originally went with like, you know, more smooth style was because at the time I was watching what was it called? Like, I was watching a show called Scavenger's Reign, which is a fantastic series if you haven't seen it. My god, Scavenger's Reign is an very underrated, not many people know about it. It's like it's an amazing show. Like it's like it's based on like a short film that the creators made like a while back, I think. Like it's about these people who are driving a freighter, but but because of a change in course, their freighter ends up crash landing on a hostile alien planet, or on not a hostile, but on an alien planet they know nothing about. So a lot of the series is kind of like, these characters who are like super out of their element, and like trying to survive in an environment that they know nothing about. And it is beautiful, but man, some of the creatures and like some of the some of the shit in that show is so fucking scary. There's a scene where like someone tries to get a tape recorder that a character dropped, and then they end up like being crushed by these giant vines that just wrap around him and essentially just twist his body around until he looks like a rag doll. And it was so unpleasant to watch. It was like wrong pen. The show is amazing, but man, it's like there are a lot of times where like it's like, because it's one of those shows where it's like you don't know if certain characters are gonna survive. Like there's no plot armor. Some characters just do not make it. And like they teased the season 2, but it's like it's unlikely that they're gonna get it, unfortunately. Which is a shame, because my god, that show fucking slaps. I'm very much struggling to put random bullshit here. I'll just, some things I could just like put it like a 3D. You know what? For this part, I can just like put a 3D asset there or something. Even though I'm making most of the background without 3D assets, I can always fall back on them. I do have a lot more fun drawing these things by hand. Again, the problem is time. I think that's good enough for this background. I can probably just be very light on this background since the focus isn't going to be on the background here. Yeah, but this part does like kind of lead to some world building as well as like a bit of a punchline with one of the characters. Anyway, let me put these these here. I'll drop the opacity there. I'll put the background stuff here. Name this layer BG. There we go. Dash your stuff. I'll call this doodle. I'm gonna be honest, sometimes I have to draw characters a lot to get them right. Anyway, I'm not even sure if, like, one thing I've been struggling with for a long time is figuring out how big do I want the characters to be in contrast to their bodies. Because honestly, it hasn't stayed super consistent, and I'm genuinely struggle, and it's something I genuinely struggle with when it comes to doing this. I don't know, maybe I can rectify that here. Maybe a copy of her head. Maybe shrink the head. I'll give her a shrink. I don't know, actually. Might look better with the bigger head, I'm not sure. I'll experiment a bit. But yeah, not knowing when to stop and going over and to go overboard is pretty hard. But I want my comic to look good. I want to be happy with it, So I think that's part of that's part of the struggle, if you will. I'm running out of steam, so I'm probably gonna stop in a little bit. I feel like I should use a different pen for. Yeah, I'll use the pencil pen for this one. I don't want to get my pen pencil mixed up. Can I increase the stabilization? Yes, I can. I just really like using the rough pen for like both, because again, it does emulate it emulates that style I love. You know, a funny thing, back when video stores were still a good, or still a thing, you know, video rental stores. Good times. One of my like one one thing that that those stores that like helped me like it helped me discover an anime I loved called The Slayers. For those of you who follow me on Twitch, you'll know what I'm talking about, right? But like, because you know I talked about Slayers before, but man, I loved the Slayers. 'Cause it had like similar, you know, a similar aesthetic to Dragon Ball Z, right? And I was a big fan of that. But man, the Slayers fucking slapped. It was like, I mean, the English dub was a little rough, as you know they were back in the day. But man, it was so entertaining. The Slayers was just a fun show. It's hard to describe, like, you know, that sense of joy, the sense of joy, if like that you got whenever you watched a new episode. Slayers wasn't a particularly deep show, but man, it was fun. It was so much fun. And I didn't even know what D&D was back then. Okay, well, I'm trying to be a little too perfect here. I'm gonna just take it easy. One thing I kind of worry about when working on my comic is I don't like sometimes I worry that my comic looks a little too much like Sonic. No hate to Sonic, like, but like like I don't want to copy that aesthetic, if that makes sense. It's not an aesthetic I want to go for. I kind of want to lean more towards Tamberlane, if that makes sense. Like, I mean, Tamberlane is a completely different genre of webcomic, but man, like, Tamberlane definitely played a part in, like, getting me all, like, you know, essentially hyping me up for, you know, the kind of work I want to do. I'll get rid of the background for now. I think I like this. This is good. This pleases me. I should probably ask my boy Patrick, though, if, what he thinks, because Patrick's the guy who helps me out, currently helps me out with all the little stuff, with like mainly the you know, cleanup and some of the extra art. Oh, I really hope I'm able to like work more on work some more on this in the future, because I really want to make this comic something that, like, I really want to be able to work more on this thing. I wanted to make it look good. I don't want to be able. I don't want to like rush it either. But I think again, one of the bigger problems is just finding an audience who wants to read it. Sonic is faster than you. Oh my god, you would not. You have no idea what I would give to have super speed as an artist power, man. I could do so much. I would, if I had super speed, I would draw so much in a day. Like, you don't even know. I would do so much art. I would do nothing but draw. I would draw until I got sick of drawing. That's all I want. Again, art did so much for me when it came to like when it came to, like, you know, learning how to draw and all that. Oh, that didn't show up, right? Some of my some of my notifications showed up. Oh, okay, nothing important. But man, I gotta work. I should see if I can maybe crop that. I don't know. Yeah, I think this is good so far. I don't want to overlap the eyes, so I gotta be careful there. Yeah, I think this is a good pen for light sketching. Yeah, I still don't know how the ranking system on YouTube works. I don't know, like how does it rank engagement? Whoops, that's not good. There we go. Yeah, it's better. No. I also have to be mindful of how much of my screen is like blank on the thing. Yeah, I'm just gonna finish kind of fixing up this sketch and then I'm gonna bounce. Cause I only have so much steam in the day. I'm not sure what voice I was trying to do there. Yeah, this was a lot easier than I thought. I think the only thing I'm worried about is like I don't want to overstay my welcome streaming. Like I do want to stream more because this is a lot of fun, and it seems like this provides a lot more accessibility for my audience, you know. But I also don't want to stream too much. Put boobs in. No, I'm not putting boobs on my precious. But there's like I can't. I'm not gonna. That's too much work. Plus, then I'm gonna have to break a bra. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to draw boobs on her. Oh God. That's weird. Like it seems like the chat on my on the chat one my chat is kind of not updating correctly. It's weird. Yep, like the chat on OBS is updating fine, just not on YouTube. It's weird. Yeah. Hmm. 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 You know, sometimes I forget that like I need to have her character sheet up. I think I'm doing well. I can just fix it up later. It is getting a bit like I have to start dinner soon, so I'm gonna. But I will bounce in just a minute. Hmm. Oh yeah, that's another thing. I have to like this like the straps on her like the straps on her shoulders need to be thicker. So, that's something I can't forget. That's something I can't afford to forget. There we go. Yeah, she's stuff. I think the rest of her is pretty. I think the rest of her is fine. But my eyes are although my eyes are starting to hurt. Oh yeah. For some reason, my YouTube chat isn't updating. It's weird. Oh no, I think that comment might have just gotten blocked. I'm not sure. I have to fix this. I think. There we go. That's better. Oh, I am getting hungry. Oh, there's the rumblies. Takoji's hungry. Hmm. Yeah, this looks pretty good, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm happy with this. Although it's 4:30, so I've been streaming for like an hour and a half. I think this is. I think this is good. I'm just gonna. I guess I'll just go. I'll go ahead and just. What's for dinner? I don't know yet. I think. Huh. It's a tough one, actually. Burgers, potatoes, or spaghetti? I don't know. Maybe something like that. I'm not sure if I drew her face right. That's gonna bother me. Bother me a lot. This was the long button, and then this one is the short button. That's pretty good. Burgers and fries. Yeah, I don't need. I'm gonna be honest though. I don't need fast food. Like it's just like I've been trying to lose weight. You know, like I mean, like I'm not like chubby or anything, but like I've been like I think because of all the fucking chocolate I ate at Easter, I ended up getting more weight than I would like to admit. But I have been losing it pretty fucking fast because I've been running like twice a day now. Although I think as a result, I've just been in like a lot more pain. I don't know, are you supposed to feel pain after taking a jog? I don't know. But I also, you know, again, there's two reasons I exercise a lot. You know, for one, for one thing, I really want to look like I don't want to look like my dad. I do not want to look like my dad. Man, he like man thinks he's as in charge as he is large. But man, like I don't want to make fun of him, like as unpleasant as he is. But man, like I remember back when I was a kid, when I was a teenager, he would sometimes this looks good. I think I'm happy with this. I drew something, and I'm happy with it. Tell women you smile, you'll just smile more, and you'll get free boxing lessons. Oh God, no, don't worry, I won't. I don't think I will. I've like. Oh God. Oh, it reminds me of the Barbie movie. Ah, good times. Yeah. Yeah, there was someone who got mad like at that one scene because like Barbie punched the guy out for slapping her ass. Oh God. But man, like I feel a little bad for my dad a little bit, just because like he clearly, I don't know, maybe he doesn't have time to exercise, but man, he did not, like when I saw him last, he did not look great. And when my mom, like at one point my mom, like my adoptive mom, she looked him up out of pure curiosity, like one day. This was like a couple years ago, I think, though. And he did not look much better, unfortunately. And at the time I was already like trying to exercise, so it's like when I was already putting I was already putting effort into exercising more, but man. All right. I could touch this up, but I think I'm happy with this. Whew. My hungry ass needs to get dinner ready, so. Wait. Is there something wrong with OBS? Again? Hold up. Ooh, oh my goodness, okay. everything's in order. But yeah. Oh, this was a lot of fun. I'll definitely I'll try to like stream again soon. It's just like sometimes I don't stream as much as I would like to, just mostly because it does excuse me. Mostly just because sometimes I'm tired, sometimes it takes me a while to get things set up, sometimes I feel like I can't justify it, but man, this is fun. I'm glad I get an easier way to interact with you guys, and I will like, and especially if like I can play a fun video game or draw, I'm definitely gonna put more effort into showing up and saying hi. But for now, I bid you a goodbye. You still here? I'm gonna go now.